is anyone else just a little concerned for the adults going no contact with their parents, and then the parents just really don't seem to be unbothered? Like, Gen X boomers are not really as fazed by their adult children going no contact as I thought, and it's almost like they didn't want us in the first place. Too loud?
Going no contact with my father in 2019 made me realize that. Made me understand, I'm no contact with this person, and they seem fucking unfazed by it. They probably didn't even want me, and I knew that the whole time. This Saturday I had a live on my private Discord, and going no contact with a parent, with an estranged parent or a toxic parent, came up. The conversation popped up, and I've been no contact with my father since 2019. I've been estranged from him even later than that, since probably 2009 or so is when the estrangement really started, and I didn't even know that until a couple years ago when I actually went no contact, and how long I was actually estranged with him. But never talking to them about how much they hurt you with their actions, because my father wasn't abusive. This is a different kind of ball game here. This is a different grease ball situation. He wasn't particularly abusive. He was what I like to call an autopilot parent, and autopilot parents aren't there. They're not there emotionally, they're not there physically. I mean, they're there physically, but they're not there physically, if you know what I mean. They're just not there. They're in the house, could care less, could give a shit about any of the things that you do. And it took me 29 years to cut them out. It was a very long time. It was not an easy decision. It was definitely easier than I thought. And when I realized that I actually didn't have love for my father for decades, actually realized that last night in the live, how much I actually didn't love him even before I went no contact. But the main question that I want to bring up in this video is people asking, you'll regret not talking to your father when he's on his deathbed or when he dies. You're going to regret it. And I know for a fact that my father thinks that he has no idea why I cut him out. He's done nothing fucking wrong. I already know that. I'm not an idiot. They're all like that. All these narcissists are the same. But the whole, you'll regret if your dad dies, or if he's on his deathbed and he's dying, you'll regret it when he dies. I actually won't. It is insane how indifferent I am about this whole thing, how much I have zero love for my father. I have zero feelings about it. It bothers me not even a little bit. That's what's the crazy part about this. People might think, it bothers you just with you talking about this. It actually doesn't bother me at all. That's what's disturbing here. Because my brain has already prepped for this no contact. I know it happened in 2019, but I've prepped since 2009 that I'm going to be cutting this motherfucker out. And my dad should be glad that I don't have any children, because he'd never even know I have them. If I did, he would have no contact with them because I wouldn't fucking allow it. My point to this whole thing is, if you are considering or are afraid to go no contact, or are considering to go no contact, be it that it's not an easy decision, it is easier than you think. It is much easier than you can ever imagine. Cutting out somebody toxic, or somebody that was just never there for you, that is only selfish and cares about what their benefits are. Like, if it doesn't benefit them, they don't give a fuck. Sadly, it took me till I was 29 years old, and it might even take you longer, but when you do realize going no contact with a parent like that is the best thing that you can do. And don't let anyone ever talk you into talking to them like their side of the family, or friends, or even strangers. Oh, you only have one dad. Oh, they only had one me. They only had one me. And they lost me. So fuck them. Go no contact. It's self-healing, and you'll be much better off. I promise you.